Hello, everyone. So, welcome to your Monday Pick a Card. So, if you haven't yet, make sure you pick A, B, or C, and I'll give you a little reading for the week. I'm Brandy Joy, and I am your tarot reader. Here, it looks like my camera might be a little fuzzy. There we go. Okay. My YouTube looked a little fuzzy. Anyways, good to see all of you on Monday here. You can actually watch this at any time, though, and you feel free to share it with your friends. I have a big announcement that I want to mention tonight. Hello, hello. Yep, a couple of things. First of all, Thomas Shute will be, he's a medium and a psychic, and he will be joining us for the Vibe membership community Thursday night for those of you in the membership. It is closed currently, so if you haven't joined, you can't join right now. But he will be joining us for that. And I have a big webinar next week on Tuesday and Thursday evening. You can choose to go to either one, and make sure you save your seat at brandyjoy.com. It is going to be so much fun. I am going to share with you my whole process for going through spiritual awakening without feeling uncertain, without feeling confused, knowing what steps to take. So it's going to be super fun. I went through my spiritual awakening in 2011. And since then, my whole life has changed, and I want to share some of that with you. So I hope you'll join me next week for that. Just save your seat again, brandyjoy.com. And I want to mention another thing. So in the Vibe Tribe Facebook community, we have our own group, and anybody can join it. It is public to join. However, nobody can see your post unless they're a member, okay? But it's for light workers, healers, those on the path of light work and just trying to enhance their vibration. We actually have two new moderators that have stepped in today, Steve Spillane and Cindy Crankshaw. I want to thank both of you so much for joining me. Thank you for joining me as moderators in our group, Vibe Tribe Community. If you're not in Vibe Tribe on Facebook and you do like to use Facebook, you definitely want to join us. We share funny memes and we talk and we give each other advice, and it's just super fun. Anything metaphysics or spiritual. Very open-minded group. I love my group. So anyways, thanks so much, you two. And Thomas, thank you for joining us in the membership Thursday. I'm looking forward to that. And the webinar next week, I hope y'all will join me because I am super excited about that. I've been planning it for a while, and I am just really looking forward to it. And I love questions, so please bring me questions. If you've had any crazy experiences or anything spiritual that you want to talk about or ask questions, that will be a lot of fun. All right, ready? Pick A, B, or C. Take a deep breath and choose A, B, or C. Are you ready? Hopefully this week is a little better for you. All right, I know some people were having a tough time last week. I know that full moon got to some people. Full moon was good, pretty good for me. It was pretty intense, though. I'm a Cancer. It's always super intense for me. I was a full moon baby. And so it was pretty intense. But I got a lot of work done. It made me very productive. It was Pisces full moon. All right, let's go. A, B, or C. All right, A's, you ready? I know I was feeling that one, but I wanted to make sure. Okay. There we go. There we go. All right. All right, A's. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the Strength card. And we have the Justice card. Whoa. All right. Very cool. So if you chose A, that looks interesting. Okay, so let's look at B. Ooh, Seven of Pentacles. Okay, Five of Swords and Two of Pentacles. Looks like the tough crew went with B this week. All right, having a little tough time, huh? C, Eight of Cups. All right, and then you got King of Cups. Lots of cups going on there. Three of Swords. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do your reading. Now, if I get interrupted, I ordered pizza. So I just got home from teaching at the university and I was like, kind of hungry, but I don't really feel like cooking. I'm going to order a pizza. So I got a pizza coming. So if I have to go out there, I'm sorry, but I got to have my pizza. Yes, even I eat pizza. Okay, Ace of Cups. So if you chose A, we have the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is a card of like imagination, intuition, love, compassion. It's like the cup is overflowing, right? So you are very open this week. If you chose A, man, things are going very good for you in terms of that Venusian energy, that energy of compassion and love and intuition, imagination. You're working it. So it's flowing for you. You're on the right path this week. So if you did choose A for a specific reason, this is really good as an outcome. Okay, so A, really nice. You are just all about the energy this week, all about raising that vibration, just expanding your aura and just feeling really good. Now, if you're not feeling really good right now, this means that it's about to happen. So something good is about to come your way. Very good this week. So pretty cool. Okay. Then we have the Strength card. Okay, so the Strength card is about inner strength. This is about you being solid on the inside. So you're on the right path, you're feeling solid, or you're about to be solid. Wow, okay, hi kitties. So you're feeling good, you're feeling solid. If you chose A, you are on the right path, honey. This is just like good energy cards, okay? And then balance. You got major arcana cards. I mean, you've got the balance card, you've got the inner strength card. These cards actually in the tarot decks, sometimes you'll see them turned so that the different number is actually turned around so that, this is the balance card and other ones, this is the balance card. They're just like, anyways, I won't go into that. Okay. I like to teach too much. Sorry, I was starting to go into that. But the Justice card is balance. So, maybe if you've had some legal issues going on lately, then things are balancing. Financial issues, anything in terms of your energy is balancing. So this is really good. In fact, if you're an A, you're just like in line. You're in alignment with the universe this week. You're probably getting a lot of synchronicities, like a lot of 222s and 333s or whatever coming your way. That's saying, hey, you're on the right path. You're doing things right now. You're taking the steps. So if you're A, you're either taking the steps or you're about to this week because this week looks really good for you. Okay. So nice job, A's. Very nice. You got some great cards. That was like really good. Okay. Now for the rest of you, sorry. Not as fun and happy. Okay. So what I'm seeing for B's is that you feel a little bit of a failure about something, okay? So if you chose B this week, it's like things came to fruition for you and maybe you got the job or maybe, you worked on the book or whatever it is you're doing. And then you looked at it and you went, I made the decision, but I'm not sure. It's kind of like, it's not really exactly what I want yet. Whatever it is that you were thinking about or your energy was focused on for about your A, B, or C this week, you're not feeling like it's right yet. You're not there yet, So it's just kind of a card of perceiving whatever has come to fruition as a little bit of a failure, So anyways, 5 of Swords. So you've got the 5 of Swords as well. Ooh, is that my pizza? Sorry. Oh, I should have probably unlocked the screen door. Yeah, let me go do that really quick before I finish your reading. Sorry. Kitty. You can't go out there right now, kitty. My cats are super hyper as usual. man, they get so hyper when I start doing this. They're like, hey, pay attention. All right. Anyway, so if you chose B, you have this like thing going on this week where you're just feeling like it's not enough, or it's not quite what you want it to be yet, right? But then we have the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords is like is like telling you, stop looking back, stop like feeling like things are just a total loss. A lot of this has to do with just your mental realm, the way that you're thinking about things, the way that you're perceiving things, those underlying beliefs that are underneath everything that are kind of making that program in your life. So this is coming a lot of times from your belief system. Okay, so when you have, So when you have these like Five of Swords types cards, fives are like usually a negative, right? So sorry, I'm laughing because Lucy said I had pizza tonight too. So Five of Swords though is a loss card. It's like a card of grief, a card of like just feeling like things are not really the way that you want them. And again, that's what you're getting with this spread this week. It's like you're kind of looking back at things and you're going, did I make the right decisions? Like, your belief system and just everything is just not quite where it should be yet, and so you're just feeling a little off this week. And then you have the Two of Pentacles, which says that you're kind of juggling things, you're kind of like, you're feeling just like up and down about it. You're not sure. You're trying to make a decision, but at the same time, it's telling you need to weigh it, right? You need to look at it and really weigh your options with this. You need to say, okay, is this really the best option for me, and weigh it out. And the best way to weigh it out is to channel, to do some serious meditation, some path working. And we're going to talk about path working in the seminar next week. So definitely, if you got B, you should definitely come and learn a little bit about path working and what you should be doing. Because when you get on your spiritual path and you open up and you really get yourself like in your alignment, like our A's are doing right now, right? Then things just start, synchronicities start happening, and things just start, opening up, and the right doors start opening for you. So you have some decisions to make right now, and you're not feeling quite right if you're a B. So definitely join me next week for that awakening class, because that will help you. And you really need to get into the path working type of work, or some type of, meditation and channeling type of work, something that will open you up and will align you so that you know the next step to take in your journey, right? Because you're a little bit confused looking at this. And it might not be about everything. It might just be about one subject, right? Because it could have been the subject that you were focused on when you decided on A, B, or C, okay? Yeah. Hello. Hey, Steve. So Steve just joined us. I was saying thank you to Steve earlier for joining me as a moderator in our group on Facebook. Oh, there's my pizza. Hello. Yeah, I want to live. Thank you so much. Oh, no, thank you. That's fine. Have a good night. And I got Pizza Hut. Anyways. All right. Move it, kitties. Let me put this over here. Don't you lay on it. It's warm. Watch the cat go lay on it. All right. So, oh, hello. Good to see you from Argentina. Yeah. Okay. So you ready for C? Okay. Let's take a look at C, because C also looks really intense, y'all. Seriously. So, wow. Okay. So this is more emotional, right? So the other one for B, it was more about, probably jobs and things like that is what I was kind of getting. Whereas if you're a C, this is more emotional. And so this week, I see you walking away from something. It could be old baggage. It could be someone. It's definitely something that you feel connected to. Okay, so feeling. This is about feeling and emotion for my C's. So you are feeling like it's time, or maybe it's about to happen, where you're going to actually go and leave a situation. And it could be that you're finally letting go of some old cords of attachment as well. It doesn't necessarily have to be physically up and leaving. This can be energetically leaving as well. But either way, there's some type of connection that will be severed for you this week if you chose C. Okay, so that is something that needs to happen. So actually, looking at these cards and stuff, I would say, check out my cord cutting video on YouTube, because cord cutting might be essential for you if that's something you need to do. If you need to cut some attachment, some type of cords of attachment, maybe you're fighting with someone a lot or something, then you should do some cord cutting. And cord cutting has helped me like so much. Like, it changed my life when I did it like that. And I helped a lot of people through some cutting cords, and it works great. So definitely do some cord cutting if you got C, okay? And what we have here is the King of Cups. And so this is advising you that you need to work on controlling your emotional body. Okay, so controlling your emotional body is so important. Now, not in the way of like controlling yourself in some negative way and like creating too many boundaries, but in a healthy way, right? You want to really just say, okay, this is what's good for me. And being able to discern what is healthy and good for you emotionally and what is bad for you emotionally. If you're in a toxic relationship and you're thinking about, you're about to leave, and maybe it's just a temporary thing where you're like, I'm going to leave and then they'll figure it out and we'll get back together. That's not usually a good way to go about it, right? Do it because you actually want to better yourself, right? Because if it's a toxic relationship, it's definitely not serving you right now, because there's something going on with you if you chose C, right? You've got the Three of Swords. And so the Three of Swords is you knew it. You knew it was coming. This is nothing new. This is no big surprise when you get this card. This means it's a bitter sorrow that you saw coming and that you were trying to ignore because you weren't listening to that inner voice, that intuitive other side. You weren't listening to that. You were trying to suppress it about whatever was going on. And because you weren't listening to yourself, right, now it's finally getting to that point where you have to let it go. Okay, so if you chose C, this is about letting go, cutting cords of attachment, emotional healing, really using this King of Cups energy. If you have tarot cards, please take out the King of Cups if you chose C, and you need to meditate on this card. You can even go into this card. You can just step into this card, and you could put yourself into the place of the king and become the king, and then, really meditate and channel that energy. And that will help you to become the King of Cups, which is controlled emotion. Being able to have emotion and not suppress it, but to be able to control it so that it's not like this crazy fire going all over the place, right? So, if you have C, I know this is probably a tough week for you. If it isn't, it's about to be. And for my Bs, I know it's pretty tough for you. So both of you groups, definitely come to the Spiritual Awakening Masterclass, and let's talk path working. Let's talk, things that will get you into alignment with your higher purpose and your highest potential and your highest vibration, because that's so important for you. And for the rest of you that chose A, you come join us anyways, and you help us with telling everybody else, hey, this is what I did. So anyways, we're all light workers, and we're all here to help each other to raise the vibration of, everything and everyone. So thanks so much for joining me, everybody. And thank you, Steve Spillane, and thank you so much, Cindy Crangshaw, for joining me as moderators in the Vibe Tribe community on Facebook. And if you want to join that, you can actually go to my Facebook page, and it has a link for the group. But for everybody else, make sure you go to brandyjoy.com and you go ahead and save your seat for my free webinars next week. And the webinars will be the same. So whether you join on Tuesday or you join on Thursday, it will be the same webinar. So you don't need to sign up for both. It's just 2 options. So that way, if you can't make one, you can hopefully make the other one. So yeah, all right. Y'all have a good night. I'm going to go eat my pizza. Thanks so much for joining me. Bye, everybody.